Hello everyone, I am Pramida. In this video, I'll be talking about documenting decisions using ADRs or ADR tool. So, why do we need to document any decision? We are agile, our code is self explanatory, but still, there are many things that we decide on a day to day basis. We have many dev hurdles, decide about many things like what technology to use or how should certain things shape up and all. So, whenever you're doing those decisions, you just do it and it gets lost. And when some new team member gets onboarded, for them to understand why a certain thing is being done in that way, it becomes really difficult. So it helps in people onboarding easily. Also, say for example, after 1 year someone comes and asks you, why did you choose this technology, or why are you using H2? So in that case, for you to answer, you just need to recollect your thoughts or what has gone into the decision making or what people have spoken in the dev hurdles and all these things, which is quite difficult after a long time. So when someone asks you or when you wanted to recollect these things, it will be very easy for you for future reference. So now that you understood that the value of documenting few things, what should I do, or what is the way to go forward? According to ThoughtWorks Technology Radar, it suggests that we adopt some lightweight architecture decision records for documenting any of these decisions. So is it like, should I only record something related to architecture? This name sounds a little bit heavy, right? Like it's only architecture decision record or something bigger. It's not like that. So as you read, it should be lightweight, that is it should be simple and effective. Also, it can have any design decision or any decision that you have done as part of your project. So any tech decision ideally should be part of this architecture decision record, and it should be lightweight and simple. So now that I know that how to do it and all, now when do I do it? So is it like in the start of the project? Usually we take a lot of decisions. So is it good enough that I record every all of my decisions in the start of the project? No. So because during the duration of the project, also in the entire journey of your project, you tend to take many decisions, you change things, you add new things and all. So at that point of time, whenever you make a new decision, it's always good to record it in ADRs. Is it the responsibility of only a tech lead or some architect to do this? No, it's the responsibility of the whole team, and anyone in the team should be able to do it with ease. Now where do I store all these records? Now I have captured all my decisions in records, but where do I store it? People tend to use usually Google Drives or Confluence, but the ideal way is to check in them into your source code repo along with your source code, because this so that everything is at one place together and it's easy to get hold of it, and also it provides you the benefits of version controlling. Now what if my decision involves more than one repos, or my decision involves multiple services in a microservices world? In that case, you can actually create one more repository to store all these records and version control it, or you can use Confluence to record these, or you can use some static site generators like GoHugo also. But the key point here is that you all should start recording your decisions in some simple templates which are lightweight, and store them in one place where it is available to everyone. That being said, let us see a small demo of how you can use some simple tool called ADR tools and start using it. In this demo, I'll show you how to start using ADRs using simple tool called ADR tools. For that, all you have to do is, if you are on Mac, do brew install ADR tools. So I'll not be doing it because I already did it. So but once you have installed ADR tools and type ADR help, you will get all the list of commands that you can use and also how to use those commands. Now go to your source code repository where you wanted to start using ADRs and do ADR init. As you can see, this will create a folder structure of doc/ADR and start creating your ADRs in that folder. So it starts with 0001, which is a sequential number. So as you keep on increasing or keep on adding new ADRs, this number gets incremented, and these are markdown files. Let's see what actually is there in these files. So the title and the name of the file is same, record architecture decisions, the date on which it is captured, in the status. So the status usually starts with proposed state, where you have any decision to be made or you have any idea, all you have to do is create one new ADR in proposed state. So once that is done, you can actually take it to your team, have a discussion, and there, based on the decision you made, it can either be accepted or rejected. Now once the project goes on, you may have to change the decisions. In that case, it may change to deprecated, or there is one more state called superseded, like you have changed this decision based on a new decision. In that case, sometimes what people do is create a new ADR for the new decision and change this ADR to status to superseded and mark it as superseded by the new decision record. But anyway, as you are using version control, you don't need to do it. You can actually use the same file or change the same file. It's up to you how you wanted to use it. The context is actually in what context are you taking this decision, and the decision gives you the actual decision. So here we need to record the architectural decisions made in this project is the context. Now say what is the decision? We decided that we'll start using architecture decision records as described by Michael Nigard. So this template that you are seeing is actually proposed by Michael Nigard. This is a very simple and effective template which is mostly widely used. So you can get more details in this in his blog post over here. And then you record the consequences. The consequences can either be positive, negative, or neutral. So now if you wanted to create a new ADR, you can type ADR new, and what the title of that ADR, say something like use H2 database for my integration test. So now as you can see, a new file is created with the same title. You can actually change this change the elements of this template. So the decision is use H2, like this is let's say let's keep it simple, and then I'll close it, and you can see a new ADR is created with 0002 number. So now all you have to do is push it into your version control. Now I have created a one sample project with multiple ADRs. Let's look at this. So as your project progresses, you will be having more and more ADRs, and it will look like this. Now let's see how it actually looks in GitHub. So as you can see in GitHub, you have a doc ADR folder. Now say now you only have 6, but ideally you may have more and more. In that case, if you wanted to search, you just go here. Let's say I wanted to know that why are they using Elasticsearch in my code base. So let me search for Elastic. So in this case, I got one ADR. Okay, this ADR tells me that okay, so they were actually doing some research on when they were planning to do a text search for product, because it's a free text search. They decided they had options of Elasticsearch or Solr. And then why did they go with Elasticsearch? The reasons are over here. The reason can be as simple as team has good knowledge of Elasticsearch than Solr. Now say you decided that okay, there are some more advantages of using Solr and all, you can change this. Now you can ask people to decide on it more. Let's see one more example. The one which I created earlier, something like use H2DB for integration tests. So why am I using H2 database instead of Postgres database in the internal system? And I have my reasons to do it. So in this way, you can also have actually markdown templates, and also the formatting of the markdown, how you want it to use and all. So the basic idea is you can use any template, any method, or whatever you want, but please start using architecture decision records in your project to document the decisions. Thank you.